Take a look all around Swannanoa, and you still find many signs of Helene's devastation.
The main gas line was down through here, and you could just hear the gas just spewing out of the main gas line.
It's been more than 20 weeks since Helene ripped through this community, 158 days to be exact. Seeing the damage and piles of debris every day since has taken a toll, even on this veteran firefighter.
The initial response is let's get in there and go to work, but then got to understand the mental part and the toll it does take on someone.
Like many, Chief Penland has relived that fateful day over and over again. He's lived here his whole life, but never experienced anything like Helene.
I was born and raised here, and I know in 2004 where the water had come when Hurricane Francis and Ivan, but I never would have thought that what we saw in September, that the Swannanoa River could do what I know this area has flooded before, but not what we saw in September.
Just up the road from here, the church that he attended much of his life, even getting married in. A gaping hole now torn out of it by floodwaters.
See, you know, that church has been there in the community well over 100 years, and to see that church damaged like that, our Heavenly Father always said He wouldn't give us anything we couldn't handle, and I still believe that.
Where do you begin? Where do you think the greatest need is at this point now for Swannanoa to get back on its feet?
Well, we're going to need some assistance to get the debris completely cleaned up. But the big thing is, you know, get the place cleaned up best we can, and then get some assistance to help these folks rebuild it and put their businesses back together.
Resiliency is a message that we are hearing a lot here in Swannanoa, and there's no better evidence of that than the Village Barbershop, which sits right on the Swannanoa, yet remained untouched.
Everybody that was calling me from down here said it was gone. It looked like the shop was gone. But when I came down here, it took probably 2 days to get down here after the storm. I was just amazed to see the building was fine. It was still here.
He's grateful, and his customers are too. Not just for the haircuts either.
I've had grown men come in here and just break down and start crying. They're just so happy to see the shop is still here because everything else was gone. So, man, there's a lot of people around here, and you know, it's been through a lot, and it's nice to be able to give them 10, 15 minutes of, you know, normality, you know, just to feel like everything's going to be all right, it's going to be okay.
And the recent reopening of the Whitson Avenue Bridge, which connects the north and south sides of town, is reason to be hopeful.
I was asked a week after the storm, they said the storm's going to change the character of our community. It's not going to change our character. It changed our landscape. But our character's always going to be, we're resilient folks, and we will get through it.
Captain Anthony Penland says about 25% of the firefighters and emergency responders who work for the town of Swannanoa have quit in the wake of Helene due to the stress and mental toll.
Jason, an amazing story of recovery, but still a long way to go.